This is Henry Good in Satellite Beach, Florida. Thanks for the Bitcoin quant tracker. Noticing a compression of the risk range coupled with 30-day implied volatility at, this is kind of crazy, but 138.49 and trading at a premium seems to be confluent as bullish, and demand should continue with scarcity of daily supply, only 900 Bitcoins per day. Please comment. Thanks. Love the tracker.
Yeah, I've been commenting in and around Bitcoin throughout the last 25 minutes or so, and it's the observations are clear, and it's not clear when you're going to get an opportunity to buy it like you did yesterday. So yeah, we know what the bull case is for Bitcoin: limited supply, the second coming of Christ, whatever you want to go with. I don't care about the narrative. I know it's bullish because it's bullish trade, trend, and tail. So the only thing left to do is solve for what quad Bitcoin wouldn't work in, or when it's at the top end of the range where you feed some of the ducks, where you sell some. That's all you got to do. That's it. And if you were so lucky to get a down day like we did yesterday, then you know what to do with that as well. And you don't really have the same level of comfort to do that if you don't have it in you to sell at the top end of the range. Sell some. Like, again, if you have a 4 or 5, the max position I'd have in Bitcoin as an asset allocation is 4%. And that might make people jump off the dock or whatever, bang their head against the wall. I don't care. Like, pick whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be 100% of your hard-earned net wealth, then go for it. But you can have your hard-earned net wealth intraday down like 15, 20, 25%. That's just not for me. That's not going to get me back to the Bahamas. That's going to get me into a trailer somewhere in Northern Ontario. Like, that's not going to work for me.
I think that's why the quant tracker is valuable. In fact, I wrote it about it in the early look today, because it gives you the characteristics of what you're owning. There's all these narratives and stories, and some of them make a lot of sense. I get the supply and demand. I get the monetary energy, but a lot of it's the story. Whereas if you look at the quant tracker, you can actually see the characteristics of what you're owning and the correlations that are embedded in it, and also the volatility that is in the asset class at the moment. So, I think, whatever you believe about the story, understanding the, actual quantitative side of it's very important as well, because it can give you comfort to your point, buy more when it's on sale or sell some, when it's kind of at the top end of its range.
Yeah, it's awareness, right? And I'd encourage people that really do have a much larger position as a percentage of their total than I do. Think about it. I mean, I have a very large position in Hedgeye equity. It pays a nice dividend. I'm good. I'm happy with it. It's like, be happy with what you're happy with. Like, even Mike Saylor said himself, man, you got to believe in something. And I looked at him and I said, yeah, I believe in the Hedgeye process. That's what I believe in, buddy. And when we look at it, it's just going to create a level of awareness for you. What you're going to notice in the Bitcoin quant tracker is pretty much we have this for everything we track, from cattle prices to Qs. Okay. So when you look at it, like, one interesting table that's in there is the Bitcoin price correlations that people may or may not have been aware of. Like the highest correlation, Jonesy, which you've surely noticed because you were buying Bitcoin yesterday and you'd want to know these things. The highest correlation you can have to Bitcoin is against 10-year break evens. On a 15-day basis, it's 90%. It's 0.90. On a 30-day, it's 0.94. It's higher than anything else. And if you didn't, I didn't know that until this morning, because the numbers change every day, and that's a real important thing. Most products don't need words; they need numbers. They need time series, rate of change, their charts, and numbers. The closer you can get to being numbers driven instead of narratives driven is going to be the closer you get to front running your neighbor who might be on a big boat, another big boat in the Bahamas. You might be front running him so that you get a bigger boat, right? You don't have to have that guy tell you tomorrow that that yesterday was a great buying opportunity in Bitcoin. By the time that happens, a lot more people will have subscribed to that and will have been aware. But yesterday, a significant, if not the majority of people, were absolutely unaware of why it was going down related to the dollar in particular and what they should have done.